Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Ameya and we are discussing about AVEVA PDMS design module, in which today we will start with structures. Okay, structure is again one of the very important topic for module for AVEVA PDMS. Structures will basically give you the levels in your plants. Okay, so we basically create columns and beams to get the levels on our plant design. Okay, so for that you can just go to design, go to structures. There are four types of options which are available with the structures. First is beams and columns. We will create beams and columns. Panels and plates, which will be used to cover beams and columns for the levels. Walls and floors will be mostly concrete walls and floors for the base. And last is very important, that is access stairs and ladders. Okay, to give access to the different layers, levels of your plant. Okay, so that will cover your stairs, then your handrails, your access ladders, everything. So let us start with structures today. First thing, how the data storage works, it is quite similar to equipment and piping. You have to create first zone. So I will just create a zone. Let us say a structure demo, and then we will go for the specific structure. Okay, so let us say I want to start with beams and columns, so you can go with beams and columns. That will activate a certain toolbars for specific beams and columns. You can right click there and you can have all the toolbars for structures. Okay, beams and columns, panels and plates, everything is there on the toolbars also. Then what you have to do is you have to create a structure first. So we will create a structure, say base, and in that structure you have to create a framework, and framework will basically store your columns and beams. So you have to do a framework for columns, let us say demo, and create one more framework that is for beams underscore demo. Okay, now there are 2 points with the structure. One is a structure, a profile, C shape, I section, lot of square section, lot of sections are available with the structure. And second is points. Those are end points, those are called node points. AVEVA PDMS basically works on the node point of the structure. So you can store these all things into one framework. Okay, but when once you keep on adding structures in one framework, it is getting very confused to access those things. So what you can do is you can create two different sub frameworks. Okay, I will just create two different sub frameworks for column to show you. Sorry, create sub framework. One is for structure, and create sub framework for points underscore C for columns. Okay, and you can have different storage areas. So how to assign the storage areas and how to get the section, you have this toolbar called beam sections and columns toolbar, or you can directly go with create a sections, and you can start with straight sections. Okay, before that first we have to do the storage area. So what are the options available with storage area? First is the profile, default profile you have to select. There are a lot of profiles are available in the database of your PDMS, so you can go with any of the one. We will go with British Standard, and we will go with universal beams and columns. That will give you the I section. Okay, so I will start with the I section. You can have rectangular hollow, square hollow, T sections, anything you can have. I will go with universal column, and then there is width, length, width, and weight of that column or steel you want to select. So you can go with any one. Just remember, columns will be larger than beams. So whatever you select, beams will be smaller than the columns. Okay. So I am selecting this. I am not changing any P line settings. We will discuss this in detail. I am just keeping it as NA for now. I am setting apply. and dismiss. So I have selected one profile for my specification, and then what you can do is the other option is for P points, primary nodes on and off. So I'm keeping it on so that I can easily track those node points, and also the profile on so that profile will be shown. Then you can go with the storage area. So I want to store structures in this. I am selecting that substructure, sub framework, and clicking on the storage area for sections. And there is a storage area for node points. So I am selecting a node point sub framework and selecting that as a node point. Okay, and now we are ready to create different sections. Okay, so these are the basic things we need to understand for structures. There is change in database storage, there is change in how we store the nodes and sections different, and then there is change in commands. Okay, and also profile is very important. First we have to select the profile. Okay, so these are the points I want to discuss as an introduction for sections. So just go through it, try it out, and in the coming videos we will be discussing about how to create sections, what are the different options, how to create standard structures, special structures, and curved and ring brace configurations. Everything we will be discussing in the coming videos. Okay, so thank you for joining. If you like the content, do share my channel with your friends, like, share and subscribe my channel, and do check the all playlist which are available in the playlist section. Thank you for joining.